Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation, Akimata, to push his word in truth and in sincerity. War is escalating. The U.S. economy is collapsing. The infrastructure is totally like shit. You gotta watch potholes every which way you go. And there's major distractions out there. Major distractions that the average man out here don't have a clue what's going on. Now we have wars that's taking place, but it's not being broadcast on the U.S. media the way it should be. You have the situation over in Gaza, the genocide that's taking place over there. Like I said, not that I care, but guess what? It's genocide, and it's taking place. But when you go to the war over in Ukraine, you have the U.S. government as well as the certain NATO governments like Macron, that's the Prime Minister of France. He's talking about sending weapons over there. The United States gave the go-ahead to Ukraine to use U.S.-made weapons over there in Ukraine. And the technology that's used to make these missiles of any good, it has to be operated by the American government. So there's boots on the ground. You got Americans like Scott Ritter said, Colonel McGregor, as well as what's his other guy name? Ray McGovern. There's boots on the ground, but they in civilian clothes, and they operating these missiles. The technology to operate these missiles. You got to understand something also. Now, Bibi Netanyahu is talking about invading Lebanon, southern Lebanon. Now you got to understand something. Lebanon, Hezbollah, is not Hamas. Hamas is putting a beating on the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, but Hezbollah has a greater capability and much more powerful weapons than Hamas. So they're talking about invading Lebanon, southern part of Lebanon, and they're gonna wind up getting their asses handed to them. But then you got the scripture, Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 45. The least of the flock shall draw them out, because once they go over there to the land of they go over to Hezbollah over in Lebanon and start fucking with them with the Lebanese government, they gonna get their ass handed to the point whereas the American government is gonna get involved. And that's when the Russian government gonna get involved. Iran is gonna get involved. You got Israel talking about invading Iran. All this is wars. You have the wars, and you got all this is rumors of wars. But nonetheless, these things are taking place, and it's all prophecy. You're gonna hear wars and rumors of wars, and this was taking place. And we all know the least of the flock of them gutter rats, they're going to draw out the United States and also the United States European allies, that's NATO. But what's going to happen is something's going to happen where NATO is going to turn their back on the United States and Israel. So we know that the least of the flock shall draw them out. We also know that sides are being taken. You got the BRICS nations. They are financially joined to each other as well as militarily. Everybody that's pro-Russian, their leaders are getting assassinated or attempted assassinations. So you got to put that together, man. And all these nations that's pro-Russian, it's only happening to them. You got to ask yourself why. Because the Mossad was the Israeli counterpart of the CIA, and the CIA is orchestrating all these assassination attempts and assassinations, man. And it already came out that the Russian intelligence agency said that the Iranian president he got assassinated. So it is what it is, man. So the war drums are beating, and that assembly of great nations are being established right before our eyes, pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. On down, man. That assembly of great nations are being put together by Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah, and nobody is seeming to take notice of it. Only the elect is taking notice of it and seeing what's going on and prophesizing about it, man. Because that's what we ought to do. It's all about prophecy. I'm not into what's going on in this world. I'm not into what's going on with this, you know, situation where my family want to get together and have a family reunion. I'm not going to go because it's going to be on Saturday. My focus is this truth, man. I'm not going to go to no goddamn family reunion to see niggas I don't want to see. To see people I don't want to see. I'm not going. And it's going to be on Saturday, so I'm definitely not going. So it is what it is, man. You know, they're going to get mad at me. They ain't going to talk to me for a while, but it's only a feeling. You'll get over it. You know? You will get over it. This is what I've learned being in this truth, man. This is what I've learned being in this truth. Pain, the pain you suffering, that shit is temporal, man. The pain you are going through is temporal, but suffering, that shit is inevitable and it's going to happen to you, especially when you get into this truth pursuant to the book of Sirach chapter 2 verse 1, man. So you're going to suffer. And what I see going on in the media, the alternative news media outlet, they got a lot of things happening, whereas it's not being reported on MSNBC or CNN. A lot of United States assets, like what the Houthis are doing, they control Yemen. What the Houthis are doing, they are destroying certain assets of the U.S. military. Now, a warship got destroyed, but you didn't hear about it on the U.S. media. It's all over social media, TikTok, you know, it's all over that what's happening over there in the Gulf of Suez, which is they call the Red Sea, is the Houthis, which was controlled by Yemen, are raising hell over there, and they done took out a U.S. warship, and among other things, other warships from different from Israeli government. The Israeli government warships got taken out. So we see what's happening, but it's not being reported. That's why Joel, the 2nd chapter. That's a part of Joel. That's why it's gonna come in effect, man. Joel, the 2nd chapter, because it's gonna be war. It's gonna be a nuclear war, man. Nobody is paying attention to what's going on, man, but the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect. Nobody is paying attention. Joel, the 2nd chapter, you know. What is it? Isaiah, the 34th chapter. Hey, man, shit is popping off, man, and nobody's taking heed to what's happening, man. So the Lord's going to punish the host of the high ones, which is on high, which is pursuant to Isaiah, the 24th chapter, the 19th verse on down, man. Who are the hosts of the high ones? Started with the international bankers. First and foremost, the first top family, which is the Rothschilds, man. You're going to become goddamn slaves. And your name that you changed from Bauer, which means peasant, you're going to go back to being in that peasant state. You people have not a clue of what's happening right now, man. Prophecy is taking place. Prophecy is definitely taking place, but everybody is worried about what's happening with the NBA finals, what's happening with Donald Trump. Nobody's taking heed, paying attention to the prophecies, because they don't know the prophecies. You got certain Israelite groups that don't know the prophecies, you know? And more is coming out that the R4D microchip is the mark of the beast. You can see it clearly, man. It's clear as day. We see it. But you people, you're turning a blind eye to it. Because you listen to these different camps that's teaching you bullshit. But we're going to find out real soon who's teaching the truth, man. Who's teaching the truth and who's not, man. Bottom line. Bottom line. So there you have it. You have war escalating in the Middle East, war escalating over there in Ukraine. Wars escalating in the Gulf of Suez with the Houthis wreaking havoc on boats that's trying to deliver goods, whether it be military hardware or goods. They hijacking them. Piracy is going on, but you don't hear this on the news. Piracy is going on. They wreaking havoc over there. They tearing shit up over there. The Houthis, the Yemenis government, you know, and they all funded by Iran. And Russia also. This is also good news. Russia also was like, oh, they said, okay, you wanna, all right, so we gonna play the same game you're playing. You wanna fund Ukraine with weapons to strike within the mainland of Russia? Okay, so how about we send your adversaries advanced weapons to strike in your homeland? And that was been said by Russian President Vladimir Putin. How about we send advanced weapons to your adversaries? Who are they talking about? The Syrian government controlled by Bashar al-Assad, the Houthis, which control Yemen, Hezbollah, Iran. They all got. See, we already know that Iran and Russia. I'm saying Iran and Hezbollah got advanced weapons, but how about them sending more? That's that assembly of great nations being assembled right before our eyes. Like I said, pursuant to Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 9, man. Isaiah the 34th chapter speaks about America being destroyed. America being a great big altar. And Apostle Hall always bring that out, man. And I learned that from Apostle Hall that America is a great big altar, and all the people and all the animals and the fishes of the sea are the sacrifice. Because once the nuclear missiles hit, pursuant to, what is it, 2nd Ezra chapter 16 verse 12 and down, even the waves going to be, even the ocean going to be affected by these nuclear missiles. Because it's going to drop a lot of land. It's going to drop a lot of oceans. That fire, that nuclear fire is going to dry up oceans and create more landmass. So the fishes of the sea, the people, and these animals is going to be the sacrifice on that great altar, which is America. And only the elect is going to escape that judgment that the Lord is going to bring upon America. That great day of the Lord, Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14 and 15, is thermonuclear destruction and concentrated fire from them chariots when Yahweh shall crack them skies, bringing death, destruction, and deliverance. There's no escaping the judgment of the Lord Yahweh. Because it's coming. It's coming. And when it comes, who can abide the judgments? Who can abide the fierce anger of Yahweh? Why Yahweh shall? Keep on thinking everything is a joke. Keep on listening to these different Israelite groups out there that don't have 100% truth. And see where it gets you. See where it gets you. It's going to get you burnt up and tossed in a concentration camp and burnt up. That's what's going to take place. Real talk. That's what's going to take place, man. Keep on listening to these half-ass Israelite groups that have 70% truth, but not 100% truth. The only group that has 100% truth is Great Millstone. Like it or lump it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple, man. Before nuclear war takes place, all hell's gonna break loose, pursuant to 2nd Ezra, the 15th and the 16th chapter. Because this devil, pursuant to Revelation 12 and 12, is gonna come down having great wrath. Do you think these devils is gonna give it their kingdom without a fight? Of course not, man. These devils gonna fight tooth and nail and try to keep their kingdom. That's why they're going to go up against that war in heaven. Is the U.S. military and its allies going up against Yahweh Shai and Michael the Archangel. When they're going to lose sorely. They're going to lose sorely, man. They're going to try to fight. They're going to try to fight against the armies of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. With the technology that Yahweh Shai gave to them. Dig that. That war in heaven is United States led by you. It could be led, matter of fact, the United States is going to be destroyed. It's going to be led by Russia and the rest of the nations that's you know, got down with Russia after the United States got destroyed, man. But guess what? Russia is still Esau and Edom. A lot of them are Jake, but guess what? Esau is in power. Once America get destroyed, they all gonna fall in line and they're gonna try to subdue, like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, they're gonna try to subdue Yahweh Shai. But it's not gonna work. They're gonna get their ass handed to them. Like it says in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, the 1st verse on down, they're going to try to subdue him that came up out of the sea, which is the heavens. And they're going to get fucked up. Bad. So we in the beginning stages of World War III. We see all type of hell breaking loose, but it's not being reported on the mainstream media. Because they don't want you to know. They want to keep you blinded. They don't want you to know what's going on. They don't want you to know. Things is getting bad out here, man. And as the summer progresses, it's only going to get worse. We only in the 6th month, in the beginning of the summer. And it's going to get worse, and it is not going to change for the better. You're going to see more and more deaths out there. Because them demons are running. Them demons are out there, man. And they jumping on these different 2/3 cats. So you got to be circumspect in how you deal with these cats, man. Because these cats, they bugged out, man. You can't tell. You can't tell. Even the women are bugged out of their mind, man. That's why I stay far away from the nigga woman, man. I don't even look at her, man. Them spirits are out there. So be careful and be circumspect, because what's happening now is the Lord is allowing these devils to show their horn. What's happening now is the Lord is allowing these different spirits to inhabit these different people, to possess them, to do fucked up shit. So be on point, be aware, be circumspect. Because these devils, they ain't playing, man. And ultimately, what we got to understand is the wrath that Esau is coming down upon, the wrath that Esau is going to come down upon on you people is the Most High's wrath. Pursuant to Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. So just take note of that, man. So with that, I'm going to close it out. I don't want to rant no more. Slakia if I was ranting. If I didn't bring out enough scriptures, slakia for that. But be on point. Don't be naive like an ostrich with your head in the ground, your ass up in the air, open to the elements. Be on point. Be circumspect. Because we in some serious times right now. Shalom.